Jesse, I have a suggestion. Should we assign Fannie Freddie ID to all of us individually so they can troubleshoot themselves? Or shall we use the uniform ID like we used to? Which one is easier for all?
Well, I don't know. It doesn't matter, but I recommend to use just one ID. So because there is many times when Fanny requires us to update the password many times. So it's a hassle. So someone who can help LO team to update the password whenever the Fanny emails. And I believe we already have LO credentials to run DU, right, Brenda? So
But this is my
without
concern. What if I try to run DU? What if I failed the password for 3 consecutive times and account being locked? So Brenda can't run the DU because of my mistake. If you use one ID, wouldn't that ever happen? Wouldn't you like
that
try
can
to?
happen.
It can happen, right? So the team, Fanny is very delicate with password corrections. If you accidentally miss 3 times in a row with the same IP address, they're gonna block your account. So you have to put it the right way within the portal or within the Calyx point. They are not going to allow us to make 3 consecutive mistakes at the same time. So the reasons why we used to share one ID for all we are not doing it at this moment is because of the reason, because processors themselves make a mistake and loan officers trying to access at the same time was corrupting the DU files. So maybe let's try this way. Why don't we create maybe 3 or 4 different LO accounts with master access so anyone can run it. So if one doesn't work, move on to the next. But when one doesn't work, please let the processors know so that we can fix it at the same time. So Brenda, let's create an Excel chart of maybe one ID for every 3 people so that whenever the problems come up, we can identify right away. Point is for the loan officers run with alternative ID and password in case of emergency. And second, so that all the loan officer doesn't have to follow up with a password update every 30 days. If you miss the 30-day mark, you have to call Fannie Mae and update. That's the crazy part. We would love to, get involved more with Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, but why bother to wait 30, 40 minutes for password reset, right? That can be fixed very, very easily. But let's try this way. And then when you come up with different ideas and suggestions, let's share that in the team.
I believe there's also an updated password as well, because when I was looking at the training for how to run DU, it had a password there. But I remember Brenda putting it in the chat, the updated password for the credentials.
Yes. So in the video, this is available for you to find out what kind of activities, how the pages are looking like. But if you master this DU findings by just changing the subject property amount, sales price, appraisal value, all the way to loan amount, and the LTV, you can change ineligible to eligible, regular file into a PIW file. If it's, let's say the loan amount is at $600,000 and the home value is at $1.5 million. Don't order appraisal for jumbo. Don't spend $1,000 on it. When you know the value may become $1 million with a loan amount of 600,000, LTV at 60, there's no LLPA for 30-year mortgage. If you put the appraisal value at $999,000 with a loan amount of 600,000 and submit the loan as a 60% LTV, PIW will magically come out. So you don't have any price set, you don't have to spend and wait for an appraisal, and you don't have to wait 30 days for closing. Okay? So specific guidelines and details is all about the know-hows. And later on, if we have multiple questions, same set of questions come in, we're going to collect them all and then share it in the group chat. And then we can do a Q&A session as well. Well, this is all for today. Thank you for hopping on. I'm sure we have many questions about the procedures, but next couple of weeks will be the most difficult, but the most the beneficial, the fruitful weeks ever. Not only the ERP prospect, our trigger leads are going to expire in the next couple of days, so we don't have to be shy with pulling extra credit report. We don't have to worry about all these extra steps to explain what the heck's happening. Have a great week. I'll see you all next week. Thank you. Bye.